remember when I was a kid there was no such thing as cheap ferries to France from Dover, or at least that is what my dad told me. I think that is why we had so many holidays in Hayling Island instead. But seriously, what are your choices? Well, I'm going to pick an example of two adults with a van-sized motorhome, such as Trigano Tribute traveling from Dover to France in the afternoon on the 30th June 2010 and see what I come up with. Cheap ferries to France from Dover are down to three main competitors, the big EC France and P&O, who do over Calais sailings, and the smaller Norfolk Lund, who do over Dunkirk. So this was my companies that I used in my comparison test. Traveling on Sea France on their 12:30 a.m. ferry, they wanted 48 to 75, they were interested in the length of the vehicle, which was 5.82 m. I also tried P&O ferries, who were interested in the height as well as the length. I put in 2 m, but I probably should have gone higher, up to about 2.2 m, as there is a slightly raised roof on the Trigano Tribute. Even so, the fare came out as 43 to 75 on the 1345 ferry. Finally, I chose my favorite ferry company, Norfolk Lund. I like Norfolk Lund, not just because they are cheap, but because their staff are relaxed and helpful. I have quite often turned up at the ferry port late or early, and they have simply put me on the next available ferry with no questions asked. So there you have it, just use Norfolk Lund for cheap ferries to France from Dover.